here with NRN's Joanna Fantozzi. We're at the restaurant show getting a look at all the tech trends. Joanna, is ChatGPT still a big thing? Are we seeing it now actually being deployed?
I'm glad you brought that up because Popmenu actually is using generative AI for their digital marketing tool.
So what it does is creates a whole month marketing calendar for our clients using the data we have about them, events, reviews, menu items, specials, things like that. It does a waterfall of logic, creates a schedule, bounces it off ChatGPT to get the content, and then presents it to the restaurant like 7 days before the month starts. It says, your content's ready, come approve it or change it or move it around, whatever you want, and go.
And so could you tell me a bit about how the generative AI portion works of that?
Yep, for sure. What's different about us is we have this just like treasure trove of data on consumers from browsing the menus, from interacting with dishes in the menus, saying I love this or I didn't like this, things like that. And so we have really complex prompts we can push into ChatGPT, which makes it way more personalized, way more differentiated.
The results are insane. Let me show you an example of one of the customers we have. They turn on the AI marketing calendar, and mid-February, you see the dramatic improvement in revenue. There's a correlation between that and the impressions. May, we're only halfway through. They've already generated almost $9,000 in revenue. Now, what I want to show you, which I think is really telling in terms of emphasizing the story, is if you look at the last 30 days, now this is Ruby's, it historically averages a few $1,000s a month in online orders. In the rolling last 30 days, because they've been on the AI marketing calendar, they've done just under $39,000 in online revenue in the last 30 days. That's nearly 6x what they're historically averaging. What's the thing that changed? The consistency of the marketing.
Walk me through the drive-through AI solution you saw.
So Bite Ninja is actually really interesting. They've been around for a couple of years. They're a brand new startup. And what it allows you to do, it allows you to have a drive-through employee that's actually off-site. Let's see, I'm gonna do a pork barbecue sandwich.
What kind of barbecue sauce would you like?
You know what's cool is that, and there's still a human element involved here. It's not necessarily eliminating a job.
Yeah, absolutely. As we saw a little bit with the demo, it can be a little bit challenging if there are some internet issues. I think that this year I'm seeing fewer robots. It's all about now smaller ways of interpreting AI and automation. We just saw a couple of interesting things.
So this is the PassBot hand scanner. It's a device that mounts on the wall next to an employee hand washing station and checks to make sure team members are washing their hands frequently enough, as well as hitting that quality component to check if their hands are actually clean. So right after they wash their hands, they put them underneath the device, and then they're able to flip them over, and it's looking for invisible instances of contamination that could make someone sick in just a couple of seconds. Pops right up on the screen, I was all clear. So let's look at some of the other sensors and components we have here. Some of the pieces which we have present that we utilize for team members to ensure that they are actually completing all of their different operations-based tasks, especially around safety. We do that through a few different ways. One is through our temperature sensors. So these go in all the refrigerators, freezers, coolers, walk-ins, anywhere where food is stored, and actually ensure that food is held at correct temperatures depending on what's in those different refrigeration or freezer units. We use that information to give team members on site details. For example, hey, that refrigerator door has been propped open for too long and the food's about to get to an unsafe environment, make sure you close it. Or to ensure that during non-operating times, if the power goes out in the middle of the night, that different facilities teams or managers can understand where the risk areas are and make sure that there is no waste associated with temperature logging.
Now, you also saw a really cool stir-fry demo. I love stir-fry, so it smelled pretty good, but I wasn't able to get a good look. What'd you see?
Yeah, Robotnik was a really interesting demo. We saw a little bit of this last year, but I feel like it's even more gadgets and gizmos.
Once the pot reaches 200 degrees, we just need to follow what the screen says.
And again, these labor solutions, kind of seeing a trend here.
If you want to try,
Sure.
yeah, just tuck it in. That's it.
Awesome.
It's been super fun catching up with you, Joanna. Thanks so much for your time today. And everybody at home interested in learning more, stick with NRN.com.